the boy took all of his father's savings. He quietly went to the stock trading market. He bought a stock that had hit rock bottom. Even the beautiful female CEO nearby kindly advised him. The market looked good now, but the stock the boy bought wouldn't go up. She told him to give up and go back to school, but the boy told the CEO that international turmoil was coming soon, and when it happened, gold prices would skyrocket. His stock would definitely rise, but the CEO didn't believe him. She thought he was talking nonsense. What she didn't know was, the boy had actually been reborn and was living a second life. In his previous life, after his parents divorced, he chose to live with his mother, and under her manipulations, he severed ties with his father. But when he was diagnosed with a terminal illness, he finally saw his mother's true colors. It turned out she raised him only to get child support from her ex-husband. She never truly cared about him. She even forced him to press his fingerprint on a document to transfer his father's assets. When the father found out everything, he was filled with regret and passed away in hatred. Unexpectedly, the next second, the boy was reborn to when he was 8 years old, right at the time his parents were getting divorced. To prevent the tragedy from repeating, he immediately grabbed his father's hand and pressed his fingerprint on the divorce papers. Then, in front of his parents, he declared that he wanted to live with his poor father, and his father did not let him down. Not only did he use all his savings to send the boy to school, he also worked hard to support the family. Seeing how hard his father worked, the boy swore he would never let anyone look down on his dad again. So he took the money and went to the stock market. Relying on memories from his past life, he bought a crashing stock, planning to make a fortune and improve his father's life. But the CEO's kind reminder gave the boy another idea. He proposed a bet. If the stock fell, he would never trade again and go back to school. But if the stock rose, the CEO would marry his father. Before the CEO could react, her assistant got angry and was about to lecture the boy. But unexpectedly, the CEO agreed to the bet and confidently said that if the boy lost, he must never trade again. Just then, the boy's father arrived in time and told the boy to take out the money and pay tuition. But the boy pulled out a stock trading card. The father was shocked, but the boy said in 10 more minutes, they would become rich overnight. Then they could buy a car, a house, and even find a wife. And just then, the boy's gold-digging mother walked over with her wealthy second-generation husband. After hearing what the boy said, the rich man thought he was just daydreaming. Even the mother disdainfully said it was a good thing they got divorced. Otherwise, she'd have to be embarrassed with them. Then the rich man mocked the boy, saying someone with a preschool diploma wanted to play the stock market. He must be dreaming. But the boy refused to back down. He immediately took his father's phone and bought more stocks again. But the stock he bought kept losing money. If it continued, he would lose everything. He was not only mocked by the rich man and his mother, they even insulted the boy's father for being a poor parent, saying he should just throw the kid away. But the man said he would never abandon his son. Even if he lost all the money, it didn't matter. He would borrow money if needed to raise his son into a worthy man. But the woman didn't care at all when she heard this. She kept mocking him for being poor like a beggar, and told him not to come begging her for money later. But at that moment, the boy said that in 5 more minutes, his stock would rise. And by then, his mother better not come bothering him and his dad. The rich man immediately made a bet with the boy. Seeing the boy didn't respond, his mother told him to leave, so she wouldn't have to look at him anymore. But the boy refused to leave with his father. Hearing the insults and mockery from the rich man, the father was filled with anger. He immediately asked what the terms of the bet were. Both the rich man and the mother were stunned by his presence. Even the boy told his father that they would definitely win. But the father didn't care about winning or losing. He was gambling on pride, his unwillingness to admit defeat. Seeing this, the rich man said if the stock was still falling after 3 minutes, then the man and his son would work for him for the rest of their lives. But if he lost, he would kneel down and apologize to the father and son. After he finished speaking, the boy readily agreed. Even the CEO nearby felt that the father and son were bound to lose. So, following her assistant's advice, the CEO decided to leave, and the 3 minutes quickly passed. The boy's stock had not risen. Seeing his ex-wife being so aggressive, the man had no choice but to beg her not to make things hard for the boy. He said he would take full responsibility, but the rich man had no intention of letting them go. He demanded that the man kneel kneel and apologize, and even bark like a dog to entertain him. Then, he said, he would forgive the boy. Willing to honor the bet and for the sake of his son, the man had no choice but to do it. But at this critical moment, a voice suddenly came over the loudspeaker. Everyone was shocked by the news they heard.